All right, so I want to bring in Dwane Cates. He is a certified specialist in criminal law by the Arizona State Bar. Dwane, this case is really interesting. What are your thoughts on it as a defense attorney?
Well, I mean, it's novel. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I did family law a long time ago where women would claim that it was somebody's baby, but it was somebody else's. But this is a whole new level of deceit, saying
Interesting.
you're pregnant when you're not, and trying to extort money from people.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to me that we have, at least in the state of Arizona, she's charged with doing this to two men. But there are really,
No.
four men. There are two other victims in another state. Uh, and I don't understand how one thinks, because it's already been determined by a civil case that she was fibbing. So
Yeah.
how does one move forward with this? Because it seemed like, at least with her last attorney, they were pushing forward. They were going to go with the trial in January. The state says it will try to make a settlement offer, a plea offer. It doesn't appear that she will be willing to accept that offer. So you're a defense attorney. How do you deal with a client who possibly is like, no, I'm going through with this?
Well, everybody has the right to a trial. I mean, you have a right to make the government prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, you absolutely have that right. And so if the client wants to go to trial, we go to trial. Now, there's been a lot of times I've suggested to clients that maybe not is not a really good idea and they should take the plea, and they've gone to trial anyway. And so, but the client gets to choose. It's not the attorney's decision whether or not to go to trial. It's the client's.
Most certainly, it is the client's choice. Oh, apparently, there's going to be a lot of evidence in this case as it relates to electronic evidence. They may have computer evidence showing her possibly manufacturing documents and things of that nature. I mean, how do you challenge that?
Well, you hire a really good forensic, computer person, which I have several that I use all the time. I'm in a big case now where that's a lot of what we're doing is working with experts to try to find out if what they say happened on the computer actually happened.
Um, you said this is a novel case and you haven't seen anything quite like this. This is something that you would typically see in family court, but a judge deemed it serious enough to call the county attorney and say, you need to look into this.
Yeah, and that's kind of rare too, because I mean, people perjure themselves all the time. Okay, and sometimes it's little things and sometimes it's not so little things. But it's I don't think in 28 years that I've ever represented anybody charged with perjury. I mean, it just doesn't get charged all that often. So the judge must have believed that it was egregious enough to call the county attorney.
Yeah, most certainly. It really is an interesting case, one I've certainly never seen before, and it just keeps getting more interesting as the weeks pass on. Dwane Cates, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having me on.